Megan. Welcome back to the library. Today we are filming a book unboxing. How long has it been since we did a proper unboxing video? It's been a long time because my boxes from Junior Library Guild were held over the summer because there might not be someone here to receive them. So we're gonna unbox a bunch today. Not all the ones that came in over the summer because it's tons, but I don't even wanna go through and tell you the summary of every single one of these. We would be here all day, but it's a good way for me to kind of preview the books a little bit too. There's two boxes. There's just a few in this box and all the rest in here. I don't know how many there are. So maybe it's 2 orders, which would be 7 books, 7, 14? I don't know, 14 books? I don't know. Anyway, let's just see what we get. This one's called A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, A Girl's Guide to Love and Magic, and it's actually really short. I have seen this one on BookTube before. It celebrates the risk and thrills of following your heart, a joy from cover to cover. Okay, it just sounds like a fun little adventure with sparkling wit, romance, and nuance that will keep readers riveted and enchanted. I'd have to hear some reviews, I think, before I read this one, but the cover is very pretty, and I love all the colors. Let's see what's next. We have Coming Up Cuban by Sonia Manzano. And on the front, it does say that it's a novel by Pura Belpré Honor Book winner. And so that's for like Hispanic authors and novels. So this is an award-winning author, not necessarily this book particularly. I don't know that I've heard of her other novels. There's a lot of blurbs on the back. Let's see. This is a premiere by one of the premier storytellers of our time, and that this is a timeless, expansive novel that explores social justice and what it means to reach for a new future. Woven with Spanish, humor, and cultural relevancy, this is an unforgettable journey that takes us through one of the most compelling time periods in human history. It doesn't actually say when it's set, but Fidel Castro's reign. Okay, so, and it's set in Cuba. So, I mean, a very unique setting. I think that could be interesting. I don't know that it would be a book for me because I'm not like a realistic fiction kind of person, and that's kind of what that sounds like. Oh, we've got scary. This is horror's #1 still in our library. I gave another survey. 300 students have said horror is the #1 genre they want to read right now. So Into the Sublime by Kate Borman. I feel like I have seen this at least on one BookTube video, but I'll just read the back because it's really short. It says, when the cops arrive, only a few things are clear. There's 4 things. 4 girls entered a dangerous cave. 3 of them came out alive. 2 of them were rushed to the hospital. 1 is soaked in blood and ready to talk. Okay, so is it like a mystery horror? Because that's even better. Yeah, after all, strange things inhabit dark places, and sometimes we bring the dark with us. Ooh, I'm not gonna read the whole synopsis, but that sounds great. Completely heart-stopping. I'll be haunted by this one for months. Okay, this one will be popular because everybody wants horror, everybody wants mystery, and that sounds like a little bit of both. Ooh, I've seen this one. The Honeys. I don't know, that repeats the words a bunch of times. We have that book called Heroine that does that too. It just repeats it over and over. So yeah, okay, novel by Ryan LaSala. I have never, okay, it's by a male author, which is exciting because we have so many female authors and female protagonists. I've said before, I've had students specifically call out the fact that we need, more books by male authors and with male protagonists. It says that this author writes about surreal things happening to queer people. Okay, so it could be LGBTQ. Sometimes the darkest secrets lurk in broad daylight. Wait, is this like scary? Even though it looks not scary on the front, I think it might be. Yeah, there's a death. Oh, it's set in a bucolic, so the town is not a bucolic fairy tale like he thought it was going to be, that it's actually, I guess, scarier than they think. Oh, is there going to be a creepy cabin? Something about a cabin, beautiful and terrifying. Okay, so I like somebody dies under mysterious, horrific circumstances. Oh, there's twins involved. I don't know why, but this is giving me vibes of, House of Hollow, which I absolutely loved last year. I read it last spooky season because it also was about like creepy dead flowers, and everything was like beautiful but then like rotten as well, and there were sisters, so they weren't twins, but it was about a family, and it was sort of a dark twisted fairy tale. I don't know, this is giving me vibes of that, so I would have to look into it and see, but this could be actually really creepy, and I'm into books that look not creepy but they actually are, apparently. So that's the first box down. We're just gonna toss that in the floor. Oh my gosh, we still have a bunch, and I have 11 minutes before the bell rings, so we've got to get this filmed. The Dragon's Promise. I think this is the sequel to Six Crimson Cranes, or at least it's in the same universe. Is it? I don't know. I think it is. It's really heavy. Like, this is a hefty, thick book, and it's actually pretty big too. I don't know anything about Six Crimson Cranes, but I'm pretty sure this is the sequel, I think. So don't quote me, but yeah, it's a Six Crimson Cranes novel. So the Dragon's Promise. Yeah, okay. This is the, it's just a duology. She also wrote Spin the Dawn and Unravel the Dusk, which I've heard of. So anyway, I will probably not read the series, but I think it's like a little fairy tale fantasy, more like very young adult type thing. Okay, next we have Love Times Infinity by Lane Clark. Okay, this book, I mean, it sounds like a love story. Let's see. It says, you're worthy of love, Mishi, but it's on you to figure out who's worthy in return. So it's about a high school junior. Let's see. She says she's struggling to define who she is for her scholarship essays. Okay, so that could definitely be relevant to a lot of our students. The universe throws her a curveball with a new basketball star. He's very cute, blah, blah, blah. Her mother unexpectedly reaches out to make amends with her. Her scholarship deadlines are coming up though, and now there's this new crush looming. She has to decide whether to reopen old wounds or close the door on the past. She may not know who she is. She's starting to realize who she wants to become, if only she can take the chance on Derek, on herself and on her future. So there's humor and heart. It's a pitch perfect story by a debut author about identity, family, and the countless ways we love one another. So I guess the question is, will this book be romance, or will this book, I mean, the title sounds romancy, or it sounds just like realistic fiction. It says a fresh contemporary story, sweet as sugar romance. So it's probably a romance. I mean, okay, I didn't see they were holding hands. They're holding hands on the cover. So we're going to go with romance for this one, with a lot of realistic fiction aspects in it as well, coming of age kind of stuff. That is not the book for me. That is not the type of books that I read, but I'll have it there just in case someone wants it. The next one is called Untouchable. Is this a graphic novel? It is. Oh, it is all black and white. Look at that. It is like stark contrast here. It is jarring almost, like whoa, that's an interesting style, but the cover is really, really pretty. So it's by an author named Sophia Zamusa. I don't know how to say it. Zamosi. I don't want to mispronounce it, which I probably already just did like 5 times. This is a coming of age story too, set against the backdrop of a modern digital world. So it's called Unretouchable, because I guess you can't touch things up. I don't know. It's an this author illustrated a narrative that is so visceral and so relatable that it invites a deeper understanding of readers' realities, past, present, and future. Couldn't put it down. I have to say, the types of our students that want to read graphic novels, they more want to read manga, and they don't really want to read things that deal with like modern current topics in graphic novel format, but I can try to promote it. I'm actually unsubscribing to the graphic novel category from Junior Library Guild because of that very reason, because I don't think a lot of the students that read graphic novels, this is not really what they want. It's basically about body image, media, and the unseen forces that shape both. So, okay. I mean, it's really short, so at least some students might be likely to read it because of that. I see something scary. The Wake Bones. That wouldn't even make any sense. It's called Wake the Bones. Something rots, something rises. Ooh, is this scary? I think it is. It's dark, dripping, and gorgeous, and will keep you up at night. It's set in Kentucky. I'm in Kentucky, so that'll be really nice to promote to our students for sure. I wonder if is this author from Kentucky? From Lexington. We're super close to Lexington. Elizabeth Kilsoyne. I don't know how to say her name, but she's an author, playwright, poet from Lexington, Kentucky. How cool is that? She began the story, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so this is her first novel. Okay, so I will definitely be promoting this since it is a local novel. So let's see what it's about real quick. It says, the sleepy little farm that Laurel, her name is Laurel Early, grew up on has awakened. The woods are shifting, the soil is dead under her hands, and her bone pile just stood up and walked away. Interesting. So is it like, are we talking zombies here? After dropping out of college, all she wanted to resume her life as a tobacco hand and taxidermist, and try not to think about the boy she can't help loving. Instead, a devil from her past has returned to court her, and as he did her late mother years ago. Okay, interesting. Now Laurel must unravel her mother's terrifying legacy and tap into her own innate magic before her future and the fate of everyone she loves is doomed. Ooh, so there's magic, and it's set in Kentucky. I am super excited. Set during the summer. I'll be promoting this one immediately. Okay, we only have 6 minutes, so we got to get through these a lot faster. The Black Girls Left Standing by Juliana Goodman. Never heard of this one, never seen it on BookTube or anything. I want people to stop thinking they can do whatever they want to us and get away with it. I want them to know we fight back. So this is a debut novel too. It's bold and thrilling. It's filled with heart, honesty, and hope, and it reminds readers that yes, Black girls matter. So let's just see if there's anything interesting or unique about this one. There's a death, her friend's gonna help, blah, blah, blah. Is it bad that I just see words? I see words in here that are like death, looking for answers, finds danger, new relationship, childhood friend, struggle, family together, and I just know it's probably not for me. It's definitely, you know, realistic fiction, social justice issues. So there are definitely some similar books that we have in our library that if students like those, I would recommend this to them. Dear Martin, The Hate You Give, On the Come Up, maybe even those kind of books. Never heard of this one either. Look at this one. The Signs and Wonders of Tuna Rashad. Is her name Tuna? What kind of book is this? Let's see. Yes, that is her name. She's an aspiring screenwriter. I guessed it was a girl. Okay, it is a girl. Okay. Has one girl for, she's got one goal for the summer: to win over her crush, Tristan Dangerfield. Oh my gosh, I love these names. Before leaving for college in the fall. But her overbearing older brother, Robbie, keeps interfering. So Tuna decides she has to help get him a life so that he stays out of hers. Okay, so make that 2 goals for her this summer. And let's be clear, the signs her Caribbean ancestors are sending stand as proof that they're on board with her taking matters into her own hands. A ticking clock, a grief-stricken brother, and a crush who doesn't believe in signs and wonders. What could possibly go wrong? So is this, I don't know if it's going to be a romance or just realistic fiction, but definitely not for me. But it is short, so I have a feeling that someone will definitely want to read it. And then here's some paperwork we have on our books because they always send us all this. Oh my gosh, there's still like 5 books left. This is really pretty. The Drowned Woods by Emily Lloyd Jones. Oh, I thought this looked familiar. So Emily Lloyd Jones wrote a book called The Bone Houses, which is kind of about zombies, but like in Scotland or Ireland or somewhere. And it's sort of fantasy meets horror. And this looks so similar to the front cover, like the color scheme's the same. And so when I saw this, I actually thought of that book, and it is by the same author. So I wonder, is it a series? But it is a dark fairy tale, part heist novel, ethereal fantasy, that kind of thing. I'm just trying to figure out if it's an actual sequel to the other book or not. Does it actually say anywhere in the front? It does not say. I guess it's just its own, I think it's just its own book. I mean, okay, so, but that sounds awesome. I'm not gonna read this whole thing. On the back, it just says, the girl learned that water could save a life or take it. It was a lesson she wouldn't forget. Huh. Beautiful, volatile, consuming, and you can't look away. A propulsive adventure with dangerous magic. Characters untangle questions of ethics and desire. Okay, you had me at whatever the very first thing basically I read about this was. So I will definitely try to check out that one because I've also been wanting to read The Bone Houses for like 3 years. Cake Eater by Alison Dolan. Oh, like Darlin, but Dolan. The Glamorous World of Versailles. So we're talking like France, I guess. Glitter and luxury hide dark secrets and sinister intentions as 2 lovers desperately try to rewrite history and escape their fate. This is part mystery, part thriller, part rom-com. Biting and unflinching and like any other YA book I've ever read. What? It's set in the... Okay, just read this. The year is 3070. Giant font. That's how it starts out. Oh, at the beginning it says, don't lose your head. Oh, Cake Eater. Like, let them eat cake. Oh, it's all making sense now. So it's set in the future, but it says Marie Antoinette has just arrived at Versailles. So it's like a retelling of Marie Antoinette, I guess. Marie is an app sensation, a style icon, a maven of social influence. So there's technology, there's Louis Auguste, so like King Louis, I guess, and there's a deadly game. What the heck is this book? I've never heard of such a thing. It's also really big. We're gonna have to look into this one. Is this like her first? It says this author is a Francophile, so she, I guess, really loves France. Yes, this is her first novel. She is very young looking in the picture, as are a lot of these authors I'm noticing. But we'll look into this one and see if this one is going to be popular. So it's like, is it sci-fi because it's set in the future? Is it historical fiction because it's about historical people? Is it a mystery? Like, what the heck is that book? I don't even know. We'll have to really think about the genre. Okay, we got 3 left. As Long as the Lemon Tree Grows by Zulfa Keto. I don't know what those names are. This is my land, and just like the lemon trees that have been growing here for centuries, spilling blood won't stop us. This is perfect for fans of The Book Thief, which I did not like, and Salt to the Sea, which I have no desire to read. It's a stunning debut, another debut, with hope, romance, and possibility, a love letter to Syria and its people. So it is set in Syria. It sounds very realistic fiction about big, important things going on. There's the bell. Oh, no. Oh, The Hacienda. That's an adult thriller. I picked it because it's also listed as a crossover with young adult, and I just saw, what's her name? Kayla from Books and Lola talk about it, and she said it was actually pretty good and gave it 4 stars. So I'm definitely going to read it because it's a thriller. And the last one is, I can't even read this. We Made It All Up, and it's like On Fire by Margot Harrison. This looks really cool. It looks scary. It looks creepy. Fantasy, reality, they're supposed to be alive. This is a contemporary high-stakes thriller about how reality can become more twisted than fantasy. Sounds great. We'll definitely check it out. Okay, so what am I most excited about? That actually sounds cool. Probably definitely this one. Maybe Cake Eater because it sounded really weird. I would probably also check out The Honeys because that one reminded me of House of Hollow. And finally, the other one I would say is probably Into the Sublime because I know students will be probably the most interested in this one. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you found some new books here as well. I'm super excited to read a couple of these, preview them, and see what our students think. But anyway, thanks guys so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.